welcome everyone, it's time for more Frostpunk 2, where last time we dealt with the prologue. Finished that off quite nicely if I have to say so myself. Now I had to restart twice, but I want to make a point about that, which is that the first restart was mainly because I tried to save the seals. I thought that maybe I was going to be able to do it, but it turns out I couldn't. And then the second restart was just because I made a quite stupid mistake very early on. So in fact, I think I did rather well. Now granted, it's the prologue, and obviously very much the tutorial of the game, where you need to learn how to play everything, or how to do everything, at least the basics. So a small victory, but a victory nonetheless. So now we are in chapter 1, and we have to go through a bunch of stuff, because obviously stuff is now different, there's a whole lot of more things to consider, and we're gonna go through it all. As I said in the first episode, this is going to be a slow series, because I need to learn things, and I would like the restarts to be kept to a minimum, so yeah. That's basically it. So we can start by saying that we are in New London, and if we think about the prologue, which is called the prologue, we found a token from New London, which sort of determined how New London is set up. I chose order, so I have this little thing here. Well, say I have this thing. This is probably present anyway. But you can see that this is diminishing and decreased by guard squads. Now, if we would have gone religious, we would probably have something else. I'm not 100% sure, like the Inquisition maybe. And if you don't have any, then this would be increasing, wouldn't it? Potentially, yes. But we found a token for this, and we found it in the prologue. But doesn't that mean that New London already existed? I think that the prologue is basically what happens after this. Are we gonna end the regular story mode by building a dreadnought and heading out into the wasteland? And then, you know, everything just starts over again? Maybe, we shall see. So, yes, we're here now, and gotta be honest, this looks great. And why does it feel like there's more snow than when I exited the game? Because I'm sure I saw more of the sort of... Is it copper roofs or something else? But yeah, definitely felt like I saw more of that before. Anyway, we're here and we have a task. We need to frostbreak to a shallow coal seam and construct an extraction district. We turn on the generator and 2 more housing districts, because we do have a deficit on that. And what's the housing situation here? 20. So we actually need 4 of them. Alright, well, 4 should be fine, I hope. But yes, and one thing that's obviously quite different here, and this is something that I'm going to have to think a little bit about, which is that in the prologue, the resources on the map, they were scattered and far in between. If you look at the resources here, bloody hell, there's a lot of them. So one thing that I potentially feel will be a thing is when we build a district, I think that this is going to be, it doesn't say here, but I think it's true for all of these districts, is that you build them on 3 tiles. Now, doesn't it feel like these are close enough that you could fit them both in one district? Because I think that that is going to be the case, and if that is the case, then that's going to be quite efficient. It seems like they are all at 60k. So there's no difference there. Do we have any difference? We have... yeah, it seems to be just 60k everywhere. So these would all presumably... oh. So accessing the deep deposit requires a deep... oh, so I was about to say, because these are obviously finite resources, but that seems to be a infinity loop there. So if we get to deep melting drilling, we get infinite resources, and I can see over here fertile soil also. I'm not 100% sure how deep drilling for fertile soil will do anything, but apparently that's the thing. We have more frozen forests over here, so it's basically, alright, it is materials instead of wood here. Now, cool, a lot of that over here, all the way over here for the way stations. I assume that that is logistics, maybe? Yes, that is logistics, okay. go back here because that just was easier. No, don't do that. Just click here. So there's more material, but yes, I can't help but notice there is no such thing for either prefabs or coal, which means that obviously through research then most likely we're gonna get to other ways of getting resources, but with the material we can get sort of unlimited, I'm gonna assume, resources. Coming up to that question, by the way, I couldn't help but notice in the buildings, so it's districts, buildings, hubs, and Frostbreak, we have the Research Institute, which we obviously should get quite quickly, because it unlocks the idea tree, and we definitely should do ideas, like, very early. But if we go to here first, I can show you this. Council Hall, you can see that it's very clear where we need to build the Council Hall. Click here, we place it here, and that's done. In housing also, why is it housing? Oh, how? Okay, I just got the answer, I think, because what I wanted to say is that, okay, where do I place this? There's absolutely nothing. But yeah, I now noticed that it does say housing. So if we build a housing district, potentially one research institute can go there. Okay. Alright, I can see that. So, alright, that means that yes, building a housing district quite early on would be a good idea. And yeah, the council hall, this is where we do laws. So both of these two buildings, I think, should be quite important. Now here's the thing, we don't have access to heat. Now this doesn't need any heat. It does need something else though, which is heat stamps. I don't know what that is. Well, I do know what it is, as in it's our income. We're not anymore using scraps. I'm not going to talk about how scraps is a weird resource. Let's ignore that. But yeah, heat stamps. So individual contribution 7.8. But what the hell is a heat stamp? I'm just gonna check this. So heat stamps are a stockpileable resource that can be spent on frost breaking, funding construction, or when using specific actions. Sure, but what the hell is it? So the city collects heat stamps weekly. Every community provides its share depending on its size. The bigger the community, the more they contribute. This means that as the population grows, heat stamps income also increases, same as scraps. And I still don't know what a heat stamp is. Like, I would love to know what it actually is. Is it something that they came up with, or is it a real thing? I don't know. So heat stamps income can increase by satisfying goods demand. Okay, good to know. And it can be modified by certain laws in buildings. And I can request or donate heat stamps to communities and factions, same as we had with the Wanderers. Okay, so I didn't get an answer to what a heat stamp is, but that's fine. So we have, the situation now is that we have heat stamps. That's our current, like, it's a weird currency, but we have it. And then we have the prefabs, currently not making any. There's going to be cores. Don't know exactly what those are for. Pivotal components and machinery from the era preceding the Great Frost, essential in upgrading generator and constructing advanced buildings. We're going to want those. Manufacturing technology or comparable quality is nearly impossible in the current environment. As such, you cannot produce any cores. Consider every investment you make with cores carefully, as they are a scarce resource. You can only find additional core specs for the Frostland, so that's cool. And we saw that by just zooming out. That's the Frostland, and it's bloody big. Oh, okay. It's bloody big. Holy hell, there's a lot of Frostland. There we go. I found my way back, at least. That's insane. That's insane. Are we gonna find, like, other cities? That could be cool. So, anyway, we have that. We have our regular things. We have hunger, absent. We are currently making food. Disease is growing, extremely increased by the cold, obviously cold there. Squalor is fine for now. We are negative on goods, but we are currently fine on materials, and we also have full stockpile. And obviously it's the crime. So that's all that we have. We have a 10, so okay. I assume that that is going to be something we can increase at some point. So guard squads can directly decrease crime by protecting our city, can be used to quell protests, or can occasionally be utilized in various events requiring their intervention. The central district provides some guard squads. However, very soon you'll need more. To keep up with a growing city, the main way of recruiting guard squads is through building watchtowers, which can be researched in the idea tree. Laws in the rule category allow for more efficient recruitment of guard squads and enhancement of their capabilities. Buildings like prisons unlock the district abilities that allow for additional recruitment. Okay, cool. So yeah, getting the ideas as quickly as possible feels like a smart idea. So that's about the resources. As we saw before, we have a housing district, same as before. Food, extraction, all fairly self-evident. There's only one output here for food. I had two rows of output before, but not now. Then we have the construction, or rather industrial districts. Requires a lot of workforce, but this is how we can make prefabs without having an extraction district. And yeah, okay, fair enough, that's also 600, so it actually is about the same, just that this takes material. Then the logistics, and that is obviously out here. So I'm thinking it feels a little bit like the game wants us to go out here. Simply because of the fact that we have one of those, we have a lot of code over here, we have a lot of prefabs, and if you just go over here, we have a bunch of materials. So it feels like we have access to a whole bunch of stuff, but we're gonna have to think about this. Now, one thing that I don't understand, and I looked at this last time as well, is the food surplus. I don't get this one, because it says here, demand, all communities 160, right? The output is 70 from the central district, and then stockpiling 90 per 1 day. But it also says, yeah, because why does it say it says stockpiling? I think that is what gets me. We're using 90 per day from the stockpile. That's what's happening. But yeah, we do need to think about food. But I think can't I do food? Yeah, I can do food immediately. And if I think correctly, yeah, see, this is exactly what I was thinking about. We can definitely build these close by to each other. So if I do an extraction here, I can get all three of these in one go. So there we go. There's the answer to that. Now some of them are going to be like this, where we can get two, but we can't get all three. But that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, right. That's that. The final thing before we continue, I know that it's a bit of a long intro. You're gonna have to get used to that, because as I said, I do need to, you know, figure out how this works. We have 3. We have a possible of, well, I don't know, potentially 4, maybe 5 or 6, no 8. Looking at the UI, maybe more, I don't know. We have the Frostlanders. What are you? You're just people. Okay, adaptation is the only way to live in the frost. Fund projects. Fund projects beneficial to their community. The larger their population, the more heat stamps required to fund them. So that is basically just use heat stamps to get improvement with you. We can also, as a favor, raise funds. That is getting the heat stamps back. So as the Frostlanders contribute all they can for the good of the city, the larger the population, the more heat stamps they will contribute, and then we can demand it. But we need 51 guards for that, so that is not anything we can do, and that is extremely bad. So that's fine. Go to you. Is this like a... Yeah, that's the overall trust. Where can I see like the individual? Is that just this then? So right now I could just demand a little bit just to get us going. Right, tension is notable. Oh, tension. So we have a trust. So support, not affected by neutral New Londoners, marginally increased by neutral stalwarts, not affected by neutral Frostlanders, decreased by unproven steward. I'm gonna get there, don't worry. But then we also have a tension. So greatly increased by notable cold, greatly increased by fear of running out of cold. We're gonna get to that, don't worry. So you are the Frostlanders, and you make up the major... No, the New Londoners, you're the majority. The Stalwarts, you are a small faction. So progress for the glory of New London, merit for just the strongest, reason for order, order for control. So you're the ones we get for using order thingamabob. Oh, hello, there we go. So you have adaptation. Fight against the cold is feudal. We will not give in to the hubris of machines. The frost makes steel brittle. We will adapt even if it requires sacrifice. Okay, so you want everything to be a little bit natural, so to speak. Now, you, meanwhile, we can mobilize enforcers, and for that, the Star Wars will feel that its squads of guards to be used at the steward's discretion. 5 guard squads output requires favorable, so we need to, like, be on your good side for that. So, fund projects, that improves the relation. We can have a council where we can promote you. Publicly announce your support for this faction. They will gain members and potentially secure additional seats in the council. Cool. Relations greatly improve with Star Wars, but faction fervor is decreased. So that seems like just a good idea. That feels like a generally good idea. We shall see. We can also condemn them. Cool. And then it's the same over here. And finally, we have the New Londoners progress. We will build machines to carve our place in ice. We will improve ourselves with technology. We will rip resources from the frozen earth to sustain everyone. We will bend nature to our will, and we will thrive. So you are literally the opposite of the Frostlanders. You want everything to be natural. You want everything to be machines. So funding projects, raising funds, and also fervor. Okay. So this community will encourage their former members to leave the faction that they have joined. Some members will leave Star Wars. So Star Wars fervor decreases and Star Wars relations decrease. Okay. Why would I want that? Faction. Oh, see, are you going to have a fervor somewhere? So what is that then? Can I look at that? That's just relations, not necessarily this particular. Okay. That's the fervor. Do everyone have fervor? No, it's just you that has fervor. Okay, so your fervor currently is none. Fervor measures how many radicals are active within a faction. These radicals increase tension, which is that one. And high fervor means that this faction's actions, like protests, will be more violent and severe. Okay, good relations with a faction will decrease fervor. So assume that now that we are in chapter 1, we only have one faction that has fervor. Presumably there's going to be more later on, and if we do this, I mean, this right now feels like just a no-brainer, just do it. However, maybe we shouldn't because I don't have any fervor. I could just wait a little bit until we do have some fervor, maybe. But the point I'm trying to make here is that, first of all, I would like to have that because of the greatly increased relations, because then we can get more guard squads. And I assume that is just, we just get 5 added to our 10. But I was thinking about something. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So I think that, for the most part, that's basically where we are. Right. We need to get building. We need to get building. I'm going to start by doing housing. So we're going to do a housing district right here. And yes, we're going to fill out all of this, I think, because, I mean, I could technically do this, right? No, because now you are... I thought as much. Yeah, we're just gonna keep on building here. That's fine. And we're gonna keep it paused. So what did that cost? That cost 40 heat. We have a fair amount of prefabs. And we could easily get that done, but we're gonna need, as I said, 4 of them, so... you know, that's okay. So what we need to do, however, is we need to frost break, and we need to frost break over here to get a... Well, actually, we can start by doing here, I suppose. So if we do that, we also want that one. We can build a stockpile here, and then just simply go over here. And then we're gonna have the frost break over here, so that's fine. Now goods, by the way. Where do I get more goods? You're producing goods, but I don't think anyone else produces goods. That is prefabs. Prefabs, materials, coal, food, shelter. Yeah, I don't have any of that. Food, we can immediately do a food district here. So why don't we do it like that? Oh, 3 out of 6. Alright, I see. So you do that like that, and we can have a stockpile over here. So check that. We currently, how much stock? I do have a large amount of stockpile. However, it's not a bad idea to just have it. But we're gonna chill a little bit, because again, heat stamps. We're gonna run out of heat stamps, and currently, proximity workforce, demand in neighboring food is decreased. It would be nice. Oh, it actually doesn't. Oh, hold on. Oh, it doesn't actually go all the way down there. Well, that's interesting. It's... Okay, the distance is 2 here, but if I build it here, it's not 2 in distance. Well, that's weird. Let's not think too much about that. I think this is a firing start, but I actually would like to just build the council hall. This is not a whole lot. 80 heat stamps we have. 40 prefabs, not much. It doesn't take any heat or anything. Did I just activate immediately? Because it feels like it did. Are you just done? District... Oh, bloody hell! Okay, I can zoom in here, and it's very loud. It's very, very loud, but that's a cool look. Okay, so I can zoom... Oh, please tell me I can zoom in on the various districts. That would be awesome. But alright then, we have... Right, okay, I didn't see this. Right, sorry, we're gonna get to actual playtime very, very soon. So progress... Okay, now adaptation. So these... Okay, I can see that there are 2 bars there. So those will combat each other a bit. Then we have merit and equality, and we will have traditional reason. Alright, interesting. I'm not going to think too much about that, but it's going to come later. And we can obviously look at the tutorial, but for now, site guys, city direction. Yep, that was that thing. We don't have... Okay, I suppose that... You know what, just... turn time on. Oh, no, I can see now. Council hall is under construction. There we go. So, we are away, and if I can avoid restarts, I'm going to be very happy. We're going to get some colder seasons here, so obviously we do want to produce as quickly as I can some coal. So we're obviously going to Frostpunk again to get up here. And currently this is probably going to be... Yeah, well, it says stagnant. Or stagnation, which means that we're not losing anything at least. We're just standing still at this point. Let's speed time along a little bit until we get the thingamabobs. There we go. Right. The council gathers for the first time. We can vote on new laws. Ah, lovely. People just shout steward. So the first council session, city decides. Anticipation fills the air as the council opens. The capital ruled with a firm hand for years, but those times died with them. Now the communities of the city want their say. This is going to be the tricky bit. So the stalwarts maintain order on behalf of the captain and adhere to what they claim was his vision for New London, progress, merit, and reason. The New Londoners and Frostlanders clash over our survival strategy, though neither has a firm stance on economic and social issues. Then there are those who view the stalwarts with contempt for the role in the New London's history, but they keep to the shadows for now. Ooh. So there might be new communities or factions that will come up a little bit, potentially, depending on how you play the game. So based on your handling of the cold crisis, the first decision is whether you should maintain your role as steward. Well, hopefully I should. I hope that it wasn't like too early in this. Ooh, look at this. This is awesome. It's like a proper old-timey circular thingamajig. Kind of like what they had in Carnival Row. Yes. So the council, when you return to the council in the future, you will be able to propose new laws to vote upon, but for now, a special vote needs to happen. The communities of New London have to accept you as their leader. Be careful. If you fail, this will be the end of your rule. I mean, I hope I don't get that immediately. So some are for. You're tolerated. I mean, should I not have done this early on? Okay, so New Londoners over here, Frostlanders over here. Where are the stalwarts? Are they over here? Hello! Oh, bloody hell, there's a lot of stuff here. So, progress, merit is and reason. Community service. City development, that sounds reasonable. Contagion prevention, sounds good. Shallowed, I don't know what that means. Efficiency in society is paramount. If the social order needs to change to support it, it will. Cool. Okay, unlock mobilize enforcers, community action, yes, elite squads, lovely. Good relations, extra prefabs assembly, lovely. Right, the Frostlanders over here, not a whole lot. Community service expedition support, so sounds good. So they all, for now, seem like smart things. City development effort, isn't that the same? Yes, okay, so these two are sort of joined in what they need to right here. Cool. Right. Should assume remain in power, so it fails, the delegates will immediately remove you from office. I really hope that doesn't happen. Like, I haven't done anything yet. Should maybe not have gone for this so early. I'm gonna vote for me. Oh, am I gonna be... No, there we go. Some people... Oh, there we go, yes.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
Lovely. By the width of a hair, I have regained my seat as steward. Lovely. All right. Good. Let's prepare some Frostbreak. What the hell was that? So, prefabs. It would be nice to have some prefabs coming in, but I also wouldn't mind... You know what? What's the situation on the... Is it... Oh, it is 6 now. Okay. So I literally can get to all of these, but obviously then I wouldn't be having a hub at any one point. Okay. Well, it feels like that is the smartest thing, doesn't it? Like I could probably, if I wanted to... No, I can't get up there anyway. Yeah, you know what? Let's just be efficient about this. Do that, but then Frostbreak over to here. So you want all of these, like so. And can I... Yes, I can get that one. That's a smart place for a hub. So Frostbreak into that. We're going to get to food eventually, don't worry. And I think I will do a fuel stockpile immediately here. Because surely we don't have any stockpiling at all for this. I can't do it, I just remembered. And also, you know what, yeah, if we look at this, there's not one place that gives me 4, so I can just build it here. And I'll get a little bit down. So you know what, let's build one of those. What are we doing? We're doing fire. I think we should literally just do a housing district over here. We can do it over here, which would actually get us +2 heat near the food district. Okay, well that's a good point, but yeah, I'm just gonna go for here. Just gonna go for here. There we go. Right. So far so good. Can I frostbreak? Yes, I can frostbreak more. We're frostbreaking over here. We should get 2. Well, it should be better to go here, right? So if I've already done that, yes. So, wait. Didn't I? No, that right. That is all. Never mind. I can just do this. I don't need to frostbreak here. We just need to do this. That can just be like that. We don't need to go over here. But is that? Yes, we can get that too. Okay. You know what? Is the shill for now? You're doing fine on materials at this point, but we. You know what, no. What am I waiting for? Let's just do this. Or, can I get 1, 2, 3? Yeah, I can get more here. So we should frostbreak this. And then frostbreak to over here. And yes, that one too. There we go. So, utilizing our resources so far. Could be going... Oh, hello. Ah, there we go. That's the council. So every 10 weeks we do new laws. But yeah, good to know about the thing here that we can house around the food district. Now, can I immediately? Yes, I can. Oh, lovely. I mean, it's still a little bit focused around the central generator thing, but still, that's very nice. I like it. So, okay. Let's not speed it up that much. I would like to just get this done. Expanding districts. Oh, expanding districts, huh? The expand districts to increase their scale, both in terms of size and capabilities. Expanded districts are more efficient and provide additional building slots. Select the district to open, expand, and click on expand button. And select new tiles around the chosen district to start expansion. If there are not enough adjacent tiles, select the district cannot be expanded. And housing districts have no buildings lost upon construction, contrary to all other types of districts. That is why you need to expand such a district at least once to be able to construct a building inside it. Okay, I see. So in order to get to the research, we do need to expand here. Look at this. This is so cool. So cool. Kind of wish we had a Frostpunk 1 system of building. And you know what? We can zoom in. Alright, we can zoom in a little bit further. Well, not further, but like these are higher up. So, yeah. Alright then. Well, we're going to get on that immediately, I think. But can't expand into here. Well, I can, but it would be very bad because a bunch of squatter. So, we could go over here. How is that sheltered from wind? It's like right on the plateau. Right, then we're just going to try it. So we can expand by 3 over here. And that is why we don't need to build more than 2, I suppose. So you're currently outputting 20. Now, how much more do we get when we build a expansion? I don't know. We shall see. We get now some food. We're still negative on food, so we do need to produce more food. So where is more food? We should just do over here, but that means that I do want a frost break here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we cannot get there anyway, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we? Wait. Okay, allow me to check this once again. No, we cannot. Okay, so if that's the case, we're just gonna go for this. And then we can just have this. If the housing, because I can. No, I can't build there, but I can build a hub here, so that's fine. So if that's the case, maybe do that. And then we can have housing like this, sort of. Maybe. We shall see. Now, didn't I do 3 here? So you are outputting 50, which means that we should be fine with 1 more. But we can also see that we are now going to be in need of materials down here. So as soon as we get the heat stamps, which is what we're lacking, we lack up to 40. We're simply just gonna build one of those. Alright then, well, we're getting some diseases and some cold, obviously. And I suppose, what do we sort of focus on? Do we focus on coal? I think we do. Look at this, this is so cool. There we go. So we now have a little bit of heat. So we have, okay, you're not turned on right now, because you're producing 120. And that is also being... Okay, am I not understanding this? Alright, oh, is it because this is literally not turned on? If we turn this on now, well, bam, scraping the barrel, good work, steward, we have secured new coal deposits, a new coal deposit, yes, it's part of the last vein in New London. There are still some deposits left, but they won't last for long. We'll need to improve our mining to use it efficiently, but the city's communities are voicing different ideas about how to do it. We need to decide whose ideas are worth pursuing. Okay, well, we have a deficit, so we need to... Oh, buildings, sure. We can do this one, but we need heat stamps, and before we do any of that, well... Okay, we have a slight deficit now.
The steward appreciates all your adoring letters and will answer personally in due time.
Yes, adoring letters. Gotcha. Research Institute is what we're gonna want. 100 heat stamps. That is, I feel, where we need to focus first. Heat stamps were 13, still 13. Okay. Well, do we have any, like... right now, we don't seem to have any whiteouts or anything coming, so we're currently running a deficit on everything. The stockpiles of 50,000 are running short. We do have a surplus of materials for now, so we're not in a hurry there. But with that, ta-da, we're making a surplus. So that's good. We don't need to build a stockpile right now, but we are obviously running a deficit on heat, so you know what? While I do want that, we are gonna build this, because we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whabam! That is very nice. Now I could see myself doing this quite early on, but yeah, I think that now we do need the research. But building this district is going to be very nice. Build the research and then build materials. Because right now, that's fine. Now, how much did you output with the expansion 5? And how much did it cost to expand? Did it cost any? Doesn't really look like it, so that's fine. So now that we build this, we got... Ooh, we already have automatons. Well, that's very nice. It's very loud, isn't it? When you zoom in. When you go out a bit, it's a bit more quiet, but zoomed in is quite excessive. But that's fine. You are zoomed in, but now everything will look at it. It's, oh, bloody... Alright, autosave. Yeah, look at this. This is cool. Alright then. Here we go. The generator wakes, a child is born. So people gather around the generator tower as it wakes with a thundering shudder and bestows heat on us yet again. This is the heart of the city. Our last line of defense against the cold, our first hope for a future, any future. Steward, there's a couple who says their first child, a daughter, and was born at the exact moment the generator sprang to life again. They call her Lily May. They ask that you bless her. You gave us hope back. Thanks to you, our child may yet have a future ahead of her. Alright then. People are hopeful there's a future after all. May your life be warm and winds spare your paths. Very, very eloquent. So there we go. We are now lacking timestamps quite significant. It did definitely cost timestamp to do that, even though it didn't say any. Alright then, fine, whatever. Let's speed time up a little bit. The tension is severe now. Well, we are going to be fine for coal in just a few moments, so hopefully this won't bubble over too much. So, with that... Okay. We're still running short, though. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we need the research now still. Holy crap, we need a lot of this. So, we don't have any more coal here, so we need to look over here then. I think we do need to frost break just to get to this. Oh, there's a stable shelter over here. But yeah, I think that those are literally the 2 points. I basically have all of the coal over here. So 2 districts... hold on, wait. Oh! Oh, no, those are the only coal that we have. This is all materials. I see. I see. Fair enough. Fair enough. You guys. You like me. You like me. I'm gonna raise some funds from you. Thank you. Thank you for the heat stamps. We're gonna have to do that, I think. So now we can build it over here. So we have a nice spot, apparently. Whabam. Okay, more funds, I suppose. Yeah, we're good to do that like one time at least. I'm a bit curious about these 3 tiles here. They're obviously most likely...
We are calling you, steward.
Oh, are they? Okay, council. So, proposal law. Right, so we have survival, city, society, rule. Let's have a look at these. So, food additives. There are no established standards for which additives can be put in food in times of need. So what does this mean? No common rules. If I click... Okay, so bloody hell, it's a lot expanded from how it looked in the Frostpunk 1. That is to say, just UI. It's basically the same as before. You click one, you have two options for most of them, but bloody hell, that's a big thing. So foraged additives. Only natural foraged ingredient may be added to food. We will train people to forage for these in the Frostland. That's kind of cool. So citizens will provide some food during calm weather. Obviously, the Frostlanders like that. It's a bit equal. And then we have chemical additives. The city will approve chemical additives with tested and tolerable risk levels. And we get a bit of disease from that, but indeed food production is increased. And since both the stalwarts and the New Londoners are approving of that, more people are for than against. And some are undecided. Then goods, we have durable goods. Is it just going to be these against these? Well, apparently here at least. So in order to make the best use of our scarce resources, we will focus on producing sturdy and easily repairable goods. Why would people be against that? So goods demand per capita is slightly decreased. Nice. Or mass-produced goods. In order to overcome scarcity, we will organize our production lines to increase goods production. So either we decrease the need or we increase the production. I don't feel either way for those. And then we don't have anything for the Frostland or efficiency for now. Then in city, we have... Yeah, people are thinking about something here, right? Community service. Ah, right, so there is a bunch of options, but not everyone approves, obviously. Right, welfare, basic necessities. No one really cares about this. Based on availability, the city will ensure that all... Do I need to read this, by the way? No, not really. Based on availability, the city will ensure that all citizens are provided with what they need to survive for free, including basic rations and clothing. So this is just basically getting trussed up a bit. A lot of people are hesitant, so that doesn't feel like it's gonna pass easily. Paid essentials. To foster responsibility and reward work, citizens will be charged a small fee in exchange for essentials such as basic rations and clothing. Okay, that's not bad, I think. So production efficiency is slightly increased. Heat stamps income per capita is slightly increased. That just seems good. That just seems really good. Okay, well, we're gonna think about that. We're going to think about that one. So contagion prevention. So contagious people will be placed in quarantine and cared for by the city in the dedicated accommodation. So less disease also significantly decreased, but shelter demand per capita slightly increased. Not terrible, I think. So infectious badge. Contagious people will be required to wear a specific badge that allows others to limit their interactions with them if they deem it appropriate. Tension increases, but disease decrease. But only just decrease instead of significantly. People seem to, okay, like that one more than that. That's interesting. Why would you be... Okay, let's see here. So the people that are for this resides in New Londoners and the Frostlanders. All of the stalwarts are against that. So presumably you are for this then. Yes, okay. Fair enough. And then a bunch of stuff over here. Everyone stayed expeditions by helping them prepare for their journeys. And I'm also wondering, I assume that we can choose multiple things? Or is it just one paragraph for each? It might just be one paragraph for each. Can we change them? I don't know. So everyone will stay in expeditions by helping them prepare for the journeys. Exploration time slightly decreased. We're not even there yet. So the development effort, everyone must support the production of prefabs to help the expansion of the city. Main district produces prefabs. Not bad. Heat pipe watch. Everyone must inspect the heat pipes in their places of residence, spotting and fixing minor heat leakages around the city. Heat demand decreased. That's not bad, but why would people be against that? Stalwarts, why are you against that? Okay, service exemptions. Everyone must volunteer their time outside of work as needed unless they purchase an exemption from the city. So we get a slight increase in heat stamps, and people will like that. So that's also not a bad idea. Right, continue. A lot of reading here. Funerals. Those are back, so to speak. The deceased will be harvested and their healthy body parts used to support city healthcare. Unharvested remains will be incinerated and the ashes transferred to relatives. So higher research speed sounds good, and a disease really decrease. A lot of people are for that. I could see that being a good start to get the research speed, even if it's just slightly increased. That seems good. Ceremonial funerals. Bodies must be buried untouched after a traditional funeral to show proper respect for the departed. Relatives must be allowed to mourn with dignity. True trust loss resulting from that. Okay, so we get a trust loss. But I think that the other one is fine. Childhood, yes, some had this as their thing. Family apprenticeship. All children must work alongside one of their relatives so that they learn their trade and continue the family tradition. And percentage of active workers is increased. Kinda nice, yes. Still, I wonder how we can... How can we shift the positions? If at all. I don't know. So mandatory, like... For example, if I propose this, I obviously want it to pass. So if, let's say the stalwarts then, if they like me more, will they be on my side then? Maybe. The mandatory school, to guarantee that all children have the skills and knowledge needed in the city, will establish a mandatory school program supported by the city. Decrease on heat stamps, but slight increase in reach and speed, and people like that. I could see that as being a thing. So both of... Well, not that. Yeah, no. It was that one. We can get research speed up from two of these, which is fine. We're obviously going to get to a bunch of the other ones too. Oh, this is different rule. Okay. So either guard enforcers, the steward may deploy squads of well-trained, well-equipped guards to put down disruptions and otherwise keep the peace. Unlocks the quell protest district ability, which ends protest using guard squads. And unlocks the mobilized watchtower squads. District ability, which orders watchtowers to field specialized guard squads instead of fighting petty crime. Or over here, I assume that these are like opposite of each other. The steward may declare a motion vitally important to the city's survival, curtailing debate and convincing many wavering delegates to support it. Unlocks the guided voting procedure, which greatly increases the odds of passing. Ooh, I like that one. That is interesting. I wouldn't mind that, because propaganda is nice, but I think that we are going to go for this one. Slight decrease to disease, as well as research speed up. Most people seem to be potentially not opposed. What are you when you're not opposed? You're for. So let's propose this. We can negotiate. There we go. Negotiate with delegates and try to influence the way they vote. Let's click on the button, we can see. So, okay. Right, the stalwarts obviously don't need to negotiate. They do want this. Mostly hesitant with you. Can I... Like, if we go for the new Londoners, what do we do? So, okay. My terms is steady vote for this. So use a community action on New Londoners community action. Grant agenda. I'll let you New Londoners choose the next law to be voted on. Okay. Or enact the mass-produced goods law in order to overcome scarcity. Alright. Or the chemical additives. Okay. That's interesting. So I can get this and I can get the mass-produced goods. Now, was the mass-produced... can I not... Yes, I can. Good. Did I want that? You know what? A lot of people seems to be for that, specifically also the stalwarts, which I like. So we're gonna do that. That seems interesting. And again, first time I'm playing this, I am trying everything out. So do that. Click accept, and now, wha-bam! We are voting for, and obviously this is now gonna pass with brevity, so to speak. Everyone even applauds for me. Lovely.
The eyes have it.
Yes, I see. So now we have 2 new laws. We can now presumably click here, maybe? No. Where do I... There we go, explore the laws. So we now have this one. And I presume then, yes, we can most likely change if we want to. I'm feeling that we're going to be against, yeah, the Frostlanders, maybe a little bit. But didn't they have a smart one? I mean, this is kind of smart. Maybe I can get this on the track so they can like me a little bit more. Well, we have 10 weeks until that happens. Right. Oh,
attention, citizens. A new law is in effect.
Lovely. Oh, Oh, it means that I need... Oh, well, that's annoying. I thought I got it. Okay, never mind. It means that I have to pass this in... I suppose 3, maybe? 3 council sittings, if I remember to click the button. We have some sick people. That's expected. And so now we're gonna get the Research Institute. Now...
Steward.
Do you hear us, Steward?
What the hell was that? What are you? Don't stop being so haunting. Right, different ideas. Communities of New London is not just click on a button and get the research. No, we need to contend between people too. So, right, then a small crowd gathers outside of the new Research Institute, arguing about how to exploit the last coal veins. The stalwarts and New Londoners want us to lean on machine-powered mining, but the Frostlanders would have us pursue a more frugal solution. I'm really sorry, Frostlanders. You're not really in line with what we want here. Oh, bloody hell. They would never display such discord under the captain's rule. You have to choose who to entrust with developing their ideas. Right, what do I have? How does this work? Idea tree. You need new ideas to move forward. However, different communities may propose diverging answers to the same issue. They will only pursue solutions that align with their worldview. Choosing a community to develop an idea will improve your relations with that community. So, I'm looking at the time here. Oh, for the love of God, it's a lot to look at. You know what? Why don't we just put a cut in here? We got somewhere. I'm already at week 16, so I haven't been sitting idle. But yeah, I need to just take a step back. So that is going to be a new thing to look at, and that is over there. Lovely. Now, what are you highlighting? Do you want me to do more? Yes, you do, and we probably should. Heat is demanded, yes, so we are going to chill a little bit. I wouldn't mind building, however. Maybe I should just... it's 20 heat, but it's fine. Wham, bam, 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 bam. Look at that. That's pretty damn solid right there. It's not going to be 200. It's not going to be 200. It's 150 maybe. Are we making prefabs, by the way? Yes. 15 right now. There's a lot of resources down here, so we can obviously frost break into this. But this is right now contributing, soon at least, to squalor. We don't want that. Research an idea for new coal mines. Construct new research building in the extraction. Okay. Right. Ah, so we're gonna get a building that we can build in here. Interesting. So yes, we can... I mean, yeah, see, there's more to this district than just this building, and those are translucent. I don't like that. But yeah, we can be pretty close. This is all very cool. But alright then, yes, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we are going to be able to do, and I'm looking forward to do, well, all of it. So the heat is still the issue, but I'm past like the first bit. So coal left around New London, 315 weeks at current rate, which is fine, but again, we are at a deficit still. So, yes, that is the thing. I wouldn't mind also just doing other districts for people to live in, but it's another 40 heat, so... But yeah, this contributes to a lot of stuff. Significantly increased by the scarcity, and only increased by heat scarcity, and extremely increased by cold, so I don't know which one is worse. I think it actually is heat, so we should probably just relax a little bit. I think what we should do, we're not going to do it immediately, which is just another research institute. I think that that is a smart idea, because that is going to be more research speed, and I think that is going to be very important. Alright then, well, I think I haven't done a fool of myself here in the initial bit of chapter 1. It remains to be seen, obviously, but right now I feel like we're fine. I don't think we need to do any hubs at this point, because the only thing that we're surplusing is food, and we already have a stockpile there, 10 a day, so... Alright then, well, I'm approved as steward for now, but we shall see exactly... what happens in the future, I suppose. So for now, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.